that championship level.
That's right, John. The mindset, the physical attributes have always been there for Cheeto, but it's the mind now. It's catching up to the body. Listen, this man's a very dynamic, exciting, fast, powerful striker. Very dangerous on the floor. 7 KOs, 7 first round finishes, 8 submissions, 5 different techniques. He's the complete threat everywhere he goes. But now he's feeling that he's controlling the emotions, and he really feels that this is his coming out party. He's wanted a main event for a long time. This is his first one of many, in his opinion. He believes this is the start of his charge towards the title, and then the beginning of a long, successful career as a champion. Of course, he's got a tough fight in Rob Font. He's going to get past the jab. He's going to sprinkle in takedowns. It's not going to be easy at all, but make no mistake, Marlon has left no stones unturned. He's an absolute workaholic, so dedicated, never takes any time off. Yeah, he's the real deal.
So the same fight that we saw him fight against Frankie Edgar is pretty much the same style of fight he can fight against Font. You want to keep that forward pressure, but the difference is you got to move your head more, because Font's jab is so nice, and he sets everything up off that jab. Once he touches you with that jab, then his feet start moving. Once Rob Font gets on rhythm with his jab and his feet moving, that's when it's really hard to hit him and hard to catch him, and even harder to head him off. So Cheeto Vera's going to want to head him off early, get the pressure, get him on his heels, attack the body, attack the legs, and just do what he does, create chaos.
And of course, married to the game doesn't even begin to describe it. He's 24/7, 365, and ready to take advantage potentially of those 5 rounds in front of him tonight. The state of Massachusetts has yet to produce a UFC champion. They certainly have a lot of oncoming contenders among them. 5th-ranked bantamweight Rob Font. He's accrued a lot of main event experience over the last couple of years, Dominic. Really was tested in the Jose Aldo fight. Certainly his heart was on full display. This guy's a lot more than just that patented jab.
Oh yeah, I mean, he's got 5 rounds underneath his belt. He knows what it's like to compete against the elite. And what I mean by that is facing a guy like Aldo. Once you face somebody at the stature of Aldo and feel that, now you have like a bar that you set for yourself. You know what it's going to feel like at the highest level. Rob Font has felt that. They both have fought Jose Aldo. They both came short against Jose Aldo. They're going to fight each other. And I'm curious to see if what lost their fight against Aldo is what they are able to use to beat each other. Do they fill the gaps with each other? How do the styles clash? This is so cool and so fun to watch. I'm a fan of both these guys. Everybody in the division is so good right now. The top 10. It's hard to know who's going to win.
Of course, that loss to Jose Aldo snapped a 4-fight win streak.
Right.
So he's coming into this one trying to get back on it, back in the winner's circle. Talking of Cheeto Vera, he said he doesn't really stand out in one area where he's an expert already. He's good at everything. He does identify, though, that the clinch could be a problematic area for him. He said he's got very good knees and elbows in the clinch. I've got to be ready for that. But listen, of course he is more than the jab. He's a well-rounded fighter. Rob Font can take people down. We've seen that. But the jab does stand out. He is very effective with it, and he does use the jab to set up the power shots. This is a tremendous fight. Absolutely fantastic main event.
And you mentioned the clinch work that Rob Font did in preparation, brought in a lot of Thai guys, and Font did acknowledge he felt like that was the most dangerous area of this fight. Not Vera's ground game, but his ability in the clinch. They are also mindful of Cheeto's kicks. But Rob Font has a strength of schedule that competes with anyone in the game, and he will try to preserve that top 5 ranking tonight. All right, this tail of the tape for the main event is brought to you by Toyo Tires, the official tire of UFC. Rob Font, 34. Cheeto Vera is 29. Both fighters 5'8" tall. You see, we highlight the weight miss. First of the career for Rob Font by 2.5 pounds. He will have a 1-inch reach advantage as the slight favorite tonight. All right, now for the main event introductions. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event Nevada State Athletic Commission, Chairman Stephen J. Klubeck, Executive Director Jeff Mullen. Our three judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Derek Clearly, Saldi Amato, and Junichiro Kamisho. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Jason Herzog. And now, for those in attendance and UFC fans watching around the world, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the UFC Apex in Las Vegas, it's time! Welcome to the UFC Welterweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a big martial artist holding professional record, 18 wins, 7 losses, 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 136 pounds. Fighting out of Chonamanabe, Ecuador, presenting the number 8 ranked bantamweight contender in the world, Marlon Cheeto Vera. Introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a striker, holding professional record, 19 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 138 and 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Woburn, Massachusetts, presenting the number 5 ranked bantamweight contender in the world, Rob Font.
Okay, fighters, gone over the rules in the back. There were no final questions from Team Blue. There were no final questions from Team Red. If you want to touch gloves again, go ahead and do it now. We're ready to fight.
The weight ends here. This is a bantamweight main event of the highest order. A lot of fans curious and excited to see how this plays out. First headlining spot for Ecuador's Marlon Cheeto Vera against the perennial contender Robert Font.
Ready, fight!
This fight clock is brought to you by Toyo Tires, the official tire of UFC. Font in black, Marlon Vera is in yellow. Cheeto's won 2 in a row, 3 of 4 to set up this opportunity tonight.
There's the first calf kick for Cheeto.
Big right hand for Font. I think in the beginning it's going to be Cheeto having to adjust to the boxing of Font. He's going to want to get their timing and the rhythm and the speed of Font on those hands and then forward through into that clinch that Font was talking about.
Solid 1-2 once again, Solid John, solid
No,
connection.
not in the range early. Frankie Edgar got off to a good start against Cheeto as well. Body kick from Vera and return fire from Font.
Once Font starts landing that jab, I'm telling you, it's a problem. When that jab lands, everything else gets on rhythm with Font. And right now he's landing it early. The good thing about Cheeto is he's attacking the calf and the legs early as well.
Well, another good thing about Cheeto for him is that he's never been finished because, that's the thing he's hard to put away. Because right now, Rob Font has found the target on a few occasions. Solid shots, good 1-2s, straight fundamentals, A to B down the pipe. Oh! See a little smirk from Cheeto. I mean, the man is a dog. He loves to fight.
He starts to wake up the more he gets hit. He embraces getting hit, and then he just turns that into havoc and keeps the forward pressure. The calf kicks that he's landing on Rob are going to add up.
You're right.
As Rob keeps throwing that jab out there, and that's what Cheeto's counting on. What can you eat more of, calf kicks or jabs?
I mean, it depends who's throwing the calf kicks and who's throwing the jabs, let's be honest.
Good point.
But certainly, other than those calf kicks, Rob Font couldn't have asked for a better start. Uppercuts been money. 2 minutes have gone by round 1.
Yeah, Font looking really good, really sharp. Cheeto, to be fair, getting off to a little bit of a slow start. I'd like to see more head movement. Cheeto's keeping his head right on the centre line. That's right, that's what's allowing Rob Just pepper him with jabs and one-twos. Kicks to the body.
Body shots of Rob Font are really going to add up if he starts early on those. Because Chito stays there. He's got a good guard to cover his head, but the body is there.
I was going to say, Chito doing a really good job of defending. The elbow, the guard's nice and tight, so he is blocking a lot of these shots.
Nice read on that up kick from Chito there. He times those kicks so well. Nice uppercut. Font there.
To go back to your point before, though, about the calf kicks versus the head shots, I mean, yes, the leg kicks, the calf kicks will accumulate and do more damage as the fight progresses. Head shots can take you out right then and there in that moment.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
And one of the things about Chito is he's a marathon fighter. He knows in rounds 4 and 5, all this, he might be eating some now, but in 4 and 5, this, as long as he can eat it, that plays to his advantage in cardio. He can keep going and keep going. You don't want to eat these shots from Font.
Yeah, I was going to say.
He's a big boy and he hits hard.
That's not a good strategy.
I don't know if it's a strategy as much as what he's trying to make work for.
Yeah.
You know? Font's ahead on the strikes right now by about 2-1.
Font is looking crisp.
Yeah, he's on fire early. Dean Thomas, what do you make of this early on?
I tell you what, that jab of Font is going to be a problem for Vera because it's working already. And the reason why it's working is because he hides it behind his other weapons. He uses it to set up his other weapons, and then he hides the jab behind those other weapons. So it's going to be a problem as this fight goes on.
And Chito's going to mix up the attacks a little bit. More kicks, more high kicks. If he's throwing high kicks, Font has to block them. If he's blocking the shots, he's not throwing straight shots.
Oh, that uppercut landed hard. So now he's mixing in the uppercut because Chito's covering his head real well, so he's slicing right up the middle of those elbows with that uppercut. It's a good read by Font there.
And his coaches, who no doubt had him working that throughout camp. Under 30 now to go in the round. Nice job by Font to touch the body there. Pretty good short left by Chito. Now he attacks the body.
Really nice knee to the midsection there for Rob Font. It's a really good opening round, 10-9 for sure. Chito's going to make some adjustments in round 2.
Last year, I hit 46 home runs.
I hit 460 dingers.
I struck out 156 hitters.
Well, I struck out 12,000 hitters.
Wait, what?
It's easy with MLB The Show. Make your baseball dreams come true. Now on PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. You know, I could have been a two-way player.
Whatever you say, coach.
Rated E for everyone.
I know what you do. You like to play your first round like that. I get it, Chito. All right, let's start breaking it down now. He's not going to have the same tank as you, all right? Let's put it on him. Both hands. Put them together. Breathe.
Here we go. There's the jab from Rob Font that he's known for. Followed that up with the right hand. Just a beautiful display of boxing. Grips to the body on that one. Then comes with the uppercut. Chito doesn't really know which angle the shots are going to come from. Fantastic opening round for Rob Font.
And you heard Jason Perillo acknowledge these notorious slow starts for Chito Vera. There might be a method, though, to the madness.
Well, I mean, you don't want to, like me and Misty were talking, you don't want to eat a lot of shots in the first round, but I mean, it does. If you plan on fighting to the distance, you know, the guy outstrikes you 2 to 1, then that's cardio they use. Now you can get that back later on in the next round, maybe if you want. But Perillo's telling him, get on the gas. You can't get behind on a guy like Font.
He's telling him he's going to go forward. Push him back.
That's a big left hook for Rob Font. Going through 100 strikes in round 1 and picking up right where he left off.
Well, to your point, John, 100 strikes, that is high output. Another point to consider is the missed weight. He tried to make weight and he wasn't trying to gain the system. As the fight progresses, and with that kind of output, he's going to feel the effects of that and he's going to slow down. However, Chito cannot rely on that fight.
Oh, man. I mean, Font looking like a professional athlete tonight. He's getting attacked in the body now from Chito Vera. Did not take Rob Font long to find the flow state tonight. Chito's starting to get going now, early round 2.
Oh, that's a nice head kick.
See, this is Chico starts to get ahead is when he starts landing those kicks. He eats the shots. When he starts throwing those kicks, he gets his rhythm. When he starts eating the big shots and moving forward, he gets his rhythm. But Font's not having it.
To the point of Jason Perillo, when Chito's going forward, he's having success. When he's letting Rob Font dictate the forward pressure, that's when Rob's controlling the fight.
Stiff jab there by Chito. Michael, if you're Chito, any thought to a level changer?
Absolutely. It would not be a bad idea. Mix things up, keep Rob guessing. Chito does have that in his arsenal, and I'm sure it is a part of the game plan. It always is, it's mixed martial arts. But right now, to answer your question, yes, definitely would be a suggested idea.
1-2 there by Chito. 3 minutes to go, round 2.
The other thing is, Chito's pretty much owning the center of the octagon a lot of this round, whereas in the first round he was on his heels a lot. So he is listening to his coach for this round, Perillo. But right now, Font's ahead on the combos by a good amount. Much more offense.
I will say this, a lot of the shots are being blocked by the elbows and the forearm. Yes, of course, there's a lot getting through. Chito's defending well. Sticking his tongue out.
Visually, Font's lead leg does not look great, but it has not compromised his movement at all.
That jab got through for Chito there. And that's what makes it tricky about Vera as well. Is look, now he's a southpaw, then he's conventional, then he can kind of get you into a low, and you can forget that he switched stance, and then when you think he's throwing a jab, he's actually throwing a right. And it switches, and that's what's tricky about Vera as well. Now he's conventional.
Rob Font just continues to be first in a lot of these exchanges.
Yeah, that kick is very strong for Chito there. That southpaw kick is his best kick.
This is definitely a better round for Chito. Very even though both guys landed, there's a different one to the guy.
Nice counter with the leg kick by Font, and now a big left hand for the Bostonian.
You see the swelling on Font's face. That's been the clean job that Chito landed there earlier. And it definitely had an effect on him. Okay, now, Rob coming out strong at the end of the round. Nice knee against the fence.
Could be staring at some historic output from Rob Font if this thing goes 5 rounds. Under 30 now to go on the round.
That's nice.
That lead hook got him. Vera stuck him with that hook. Font's hurt bad. 17 seconds to finish this round.
What a finish to this round. Can he get him out of there?
Font trying to survive the final 10 seconds. Big elbows to Chito. We will see a 3rd round.
Throwing 2 shots, he's going to start up. You need to throw the 3rd and the 4th shot and stay on him, okay? That's where you're going to catch him. Let's not try to knock him out. Just cover, right? 3 or 4 shots, 5 minutes, do it again. Just get a cover.
Rob Font, 1-2 as well. Chito comes on, nice spinning kick to the body. Jab from Chito there. That might be the one that busted up the eye. There's the end of the round, the big left hook. That one hurt Rob. Look at that, definitely a little shaky. And as we know, the round ends. Cheeto Vera on top, landed elbows. Round 3. Look at Cheeto, cannot wait to get started.
It's about as cross as I've ever seen Jason Herzog.
Cheeto wants to put him right back on the floor where he was just a second ago. Doesn't want to give him time to recover.
Font had even more output there in round 2 and right back to work early round 3. Now he shoots.
Yeah. It's a nice way to mix it up. Gets one hook in. Cheeto's doing the right thing. He's going to turn it into him. That right arm part of it. And try and turn it to the other side wherever it is. Nicely done.
There's that clinch that Mарлon was talking about. That he was very aware of. He said he had to be aware of elbows and knees in this position right here, especially up against the fence.
That's a good elbow from Font. Cheeto's chin seems largely unbreakable.
Never been finished, Joe.
Don't forget that left kick he's eating with one arm. I mean, you can break an arm that way too, unless you block that kick right.
That opening with Rob Font is absolutely lethal. If that connects on the end of the nose, that's going to be a big problem for Vera.
One of the things that his coaches said is stop trying to knock him out. You're using up all your energy trying to knock him out. Touch him with small shots. Keep hitting him with combinations. Don't load up so much. And that's what you're seeing out of Font right now. He's not swinging quite as heavy.
Yeah, we're begging him not to blow his nose in between rounds.
Leg kick from Vera. Font immediately returns with his own offense. Not a great start to the third for Cheeto as Font attacks the body.
Yeah, well, certainly seems recovered. Nice left gets through for Cheeto. As you say, John, good start for round 3 for Rob Font.
And now his third consecutive fight with more than 100 significant strikes landed.
And Marlon's getting up. He's catching up to that work rate. As the rounds go on, Cheeto's work rate is catching up, and this is what I was saying. You can get ahead early, but Cheeto likes to catch up at the end of the rounds if he takes you the distance. And right now, those kicks are adding up.